Hello. I wasn't expecting on actually, like getting comments or anything like that. Um, and it's funny that this is happening because I don't know, I've been so empty lately. Um, I've struggled with a personality disorder for a pretty long time, and I got diagnosed this year. I started taking Pristic, which is vaccine, which is an SSRI. And this all happened because I was in a pretty happy relationship. You know, it wasn't interesting. It wasn't what I really needed, but it was a comfortable, like comfortable, like it was okay. There was nothing to complain about. But then a boy showed up and he manipulated me pretty much into breaking up with the girl I was dating to be with him, and I allowed myself to fall in love with him, and I allowed myself to trust him after identifying as lesbian for 3 years, 2 to 3 years. And it was kind of crazy because, he'd liked me for a year before, but 3 months later, he dumped me over the phone. And I was like, I don't know. It's been making me reflect a lot about guys and the way I view love. It's the reason why I started reading that damn Bell Hooks book that I freaking am with in every goddamn video. But, I don't know. I've had different episodes for a long time, but I don't remember being this bad since I was getting bullied in Catholic school. And, it's not bad. Like, I've been in way worse places, but it's already, bad enough that it's hard to ignore. I haven't been eating properly. It gives me a sense of control. I'm not skinny enough that people look at me and think, that I'm disordered, or they know that I'm starving, so I can get away with it a lot of the time. And it's stupid, but little things get to you so badly when that happens. And today I bumped into my ex, and I was with a friend of his, so they began talking, and I was just there. Okay, I've been forbidden from speaking to him, so I will just stand here quietly and wait for her. And while they were talking, they had like a larger group going on, and my ex turns to me and he goes, "Oh, but let's address the elephant in the room." And I just freeze up. I know that he meant it as a figure of speech. Obviously, he wouldn't mean it as anything else other than a figure of speech, and it's stupid for me to think that he would, but I started crying, and I've been crying about it all day. In my own experience, as someone with a lot of histrionic traits, these things get to me so bad. I'm a very sensitive person. People usually think that I'm very, like strong-headed, like strong, in general, wild woman, whatever, Clarissa Estes was talking about, but I feel so weak all the time. And people tell me that I should reach out for help, but I don't see the point, like, high schoolers are evil, and there's nothing I can do about that. And it really sucks, like, it's not really bad. I'm not, like, planning or harming myself or anything, but it still sucks. And sometimes I feel stupid for expecting human decency out of others, expecting confrontation, for people to go up to you and say, like, hey, I really didn't like what you did, or hey, can you please tell me, like, if anything I do is bothering you. I feel like my friends, as much as I love them, if I did something they didn't like, they wouldn't bring it up to me. They would tell another person who would tell another person, and then it would become this big gossip. People at my school that I've never spoken to and who have never tried to speak to me, they go out and they spread things about me that they heard from my ex, things that they do not know about, things that they only take at face value. People started reading my poetry not because of my worth as an artist or because my poetry was good or anything, but they only read it when they assumed it was about my ex or somebody in my school. And they go around saying I've done these horrible things by publishing a poem about a person who I did not name. And it's crazy, because, my poems, they go into my transcript. I apply for competitions through my poetry. I never win, but, and it all feels so pointless. I've always, when I'm in a bad situation, I've always thought it's okay, I only have a couple more months, and then I'm out. I keep telling myself it's gonna be better at college. I'm gonna, go to a big city like the one I was raised in. I'm gonna be able to make all these friends. I'm gonna be able to download Hinge and Bumble and meet new people, and the whole city is my oyster. That's what you say. But it seems so grueling just to get out of my bed in the morning and to see all these people again and to hear the same things again. I'm sorry about the booms in the distance. It's Disney. It sucks. But it sucks that everything is like cringe now. Like, poetry is cringe, doing art is cringe, expressing what you like or what you went through or pain or anguish or anything is cringe. And I am so tired of it. I'm so tired of it. I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trying to compartmentalize all of this and say I gotta focus on my midterms, whatever, but my body is getting weaker. I'm getting weaker emotionally. I broke down at school today, publicly, for the first time ever since I was being bullied in Catholic school. And there is a strange comfort in being hurt. I know I can ask for help. I have 20 people that I could ask for help right now. But there is a certain warmth in self-destroying yourself, especially when you think you deserve it. And it's a weird little, what do you call it, like cognitive dissonance of mine, thinking that I deserve pain for all of these things that people blame on to me, when I know I don't deserve it, and I know that objectively that's not what happened. But I can't do anything that I like anymore. I got all these bracelet making things so I could have a new hobby or whatever. I haven't done a single bracelet lately. I mean, I've done one. I did one um over the weekend. It was here. It was this little one. It's themed after House Tour by Sabrina Carpenter. And it's all pink and it has the little flowers on it. But I haven't drawn in forever. I haven't done art, and now I have to make art for a class, and I don't even feel like doing that. I can't write anymore. I can't do anything anymore. I just disassociate my way through all of my classes, and then I come home and I continue disassociating, and I don't know what can pull me down to reality. Maybe I spent so much time thinking that taking meds would help me that now that I take them, it just doesn't. And I just want to graduate so bad. People really... My mom says that all the people that, like, genuinely like high school, like, very weirdly, like, they're all gonna peak in high school. I know that's not true, but... it's a motivation that all this abstinence is only passing and simply a prelude of what's to come. It's something that I keep writing in all of my notebooks when I feel desolate, but I don't know. It feels like it takes so much to be strong right now. And there's no right way to do it, but there's so many wrong ways of doing it. I don't know. Funny thing, after I posted my video about religion, well, after I recorded a guy, I was eating for the first time in like 2 days. I was eating a sandwich, and this guy comes up to me and just says, "Can I pray for you?" And, you know, after my experience in Catholic school, I kind of grew to be hostile towards, you know, like, people who immediately propose praying. So I was like, okay, because, you know, like, what if he, like, I don't know, like, has really great gaydar and he wants to, like, pray the gay away from me or something. I think that after the whole, like, conservative uprise, people are kind of, like, starting to see Christian people as inherently conservative, when that's really not the case. Including me, I'm part of that problem. And he just began praying for me, and he just began saying, like, I don't even remember. You know, like, let this person find their way, and, you know, send Jesus to help her. And it's crazy how people can just see right through your pain, no matter how well you think you're hiding it. I mean, I was just eating a sandwich, watching TikToks, like I do at lunch at school. But at school, nobody notices. Maybe it's the glass child syndrome in me wanting to be noticed so bad, because getting sick and being ill and not being okay is the only way that people care for you and people coddle you, even after you're past the age of coddling. And I've been away from home for so long, and sorry, it just, I don't know. I just feel so sad all the time. I feel so wrung out all the time. And I wish people would stop lying to me. I wish there's nothing that I would like more than this ex that I complained so much about, than him to just talk to me and not lie for once. But I know that's not gonna happen, and that makes me even sadder. I keep running scenario after scenario in my head, and I know none of them are gonna come true. And I don't even have the attention span to watch movies anymore, to watch 90-minute movies or even YouTube videos. I don't know. I have 5 months until I graduate, so maybe there's something in me that just wants to disassociate until I do. I don't want to get worse, but I don't want to get better either. I want to get worse, but there's something in me that knows what worse is, and she doesn't want to go back to that. I'm so scared that the people from my school are gonna find this YouTube channel and they're going to make it into a huge drama, just like they do with everything else in their lives. And the worst thing about the drama is they choose what they want to hear. Ever since I broke up, nobody has ever come to me that didn't know me before, you know, and were already friends with me. Nobody has come up to me to ask what happened, or, you know, get both sides of the story, whatever. Is it weird that part of me feels guilty and cringe for feeling this way and feeling angry about it and feeling that anguish? I don't know. I feel like a bunch of opinions held together by spit a lot of the time. So we'll see where it goes. You know? Yeah.